in your lineup, consistency in your practice, and just working together, that is the key to success, and that's where they're finding it, Paolo.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your thoughts. As always, this one is ready to go. It's going to play out on Overpass. We've got Eternal Fire versus NiP, Chaddy B, and Machini TV over to thee.
Poetry from Parla G. Thank you very much, man. We're getting ourselves into it then, shall we?
Overpass.
Still one. God B's least favorite.
Yeah, once upon a time. Household names, not the favorite this time round. Eternal Fire. Seeing if they can pick up where they left off in Katowice. Over towards B they head and past the pipe as the spot from Calyx will not collect them any information. It's going to be Major from the Heavens to take some type of contact, and in they come. Heaven smoked off.
Yeah, very deep Heaven smoke as well. You're not pushing the limits of that one. Wicardia. Oh, the desk has discussed this kid. He's very exciting. Rez has actually taken him down with a very nice wallbang of his own. Despite all that damage, there are still 5 alive.
Keep your eyes on Major's flash. That's their way back into this side. Difficult retake ahead of them.
Yeah, Calyx first man in. Smoke now fading. That flash from Major, he holds on to it. And oh, Head Trick just looks away, averts his gaze. And now a chance for Calyx to find the frag. Eternal Fire set up now for success. S-Tag noted. Hitting a good shot puts it all onto Config. They do need to get on that defuse now. Zantares the one giving it a go. Forced off, he has to sit it, and covered by woxic. Eternal Fire take the pistol.
Yeah, that's that kill over towards Monster that comes in that makes it doable, right? That obviously damage done by Wicardia short with the Julies was pretty damn good. And as you can see there with the reaction, it was down to the wire with the defuse. So the round that should have probably been NiP's, especially with the forward position of Configs there, has fallen apart at the final hurdle. So that one is going to sting. There was a whole conversation about the desk, the identity of this team, the players on the roster. None of that matters right here, right now at the RMRs. The only thing that does is qualifying. And it was that shot right there that opened the door. It was woxic at range, the P2K, ripping heads and shredding NiP on the way back in. So great stuff from the Turkish sniper. And we know there'll be a big Turkish contingent standing by watching this. Aggressive smoke and molly combo over towards the party position as we do see the buy back from the Ninjas. They've got themselves out a bunch of Galils, a couple of MAC-10s with util. So we will just really be focusing not on the shortcomings, but on what NiP can bring to the table here today. Flash forward, that'll facilitate space to be taken. Alex, the in-game leader, looking to make some room and some moves. As Zantares, he's going to be a menace in the bathroom. Steps out, damage done, res spotted. Smoke and exchange. I think Rez a bit disappointed there. We'll have to give up his Galil. Alex will profit as back over towards B they head. Calyx and Wicardia, the two to break.
Let's see how they fare. Major is starting to call the playground quiet.
Zantares will be able to rotate over in time for sure.
He needs to be on his merry way.
There he goes.
Now they walk upon the fade. S-Attack short side. Alex trying to be the spearhead of this assault. Calyx playing graffiti. Util looking for Wicardia, just with that MP9, can't tame the spray. Alex with a good opening. It's double actually out of Alex. Calyx responds in kind. They are into the site.
Quick flank of Major.
Could be something to say about this one. The leader of Eternal Fire looking to convert this after winning the pistol. These Galils can be difficult to put away.
Low HP of Rez to be converted upon. Oh, I won't expect this, Alex.
Yeah, not now. He's already given it a look. Calyx onto Config. Rez down to Major, and it's Head Trick in a 1 versus 3. Only the first. It's woxic that secures it for Eternal Fire's conversion.
Another tight round there. The fact that you get Wicardia and Zantares, the heaviest hitters of Eternal Fire, getting bowled over immediately as that site is to waltz on into. That is a bit of a problem. Do we see another force buy, right? You could go Galils again. Alex could get an AK, the same for Head Trick. So there's a real conversation about that. And NiP got a lot done with less in the previous. Knowing that they've limited the CTs, they will have to drop M4s. Might even be a scout or... Well, no, actually there won't be because he's rocking that AUG. woxic will be able to retain that. And they can make it work with silenced M4s. And it will be a force buy again. So knowing that this one is on like Donkey Kong in the early stages, NiP want to stay threatening. You gotta respect it. A couple of close rounds could have gone either way thus far.
Yeah, and you heard Maniac talking about it on the desk as well, about T-side overpass can be especially when you're coming in cold and you set up, it can be one of those ones where you do just get kind of suffocated. But NiP, they're trying to keep the pressure onto the CTs, as you've highlighted.
Yeah, and absolutely no expectation of this team. I would say that the expectation is on Eternal Fire to be able to pick this one up as the favourites. I've said they're not the household name. They're not. NiP still are. But the Des discussed it in length about the woes of this unit. So we just need to focus on the counter-strike that they can bring in the server today. Flash over, and just a warning sign. That is good information that somebody resides up close and personal. And keeping the jigsaw puzzle moving, our Eternal Fire immediately after giving up the info off the spam, they changed the setup. You'd like to see it.
Yeah, it's all moving pieces right now. Major still in heaven. Calyx and Mercadia at the back of the site. Contacting out this time. Major.
Hard fight.
Track. Still nails the headshot onto Config. That's a beautiful contribution. S-Attack has taken down Mercadia, having a slow start. Calyx is not. Finds his 5th frag.
He's doing well, Calyx.
Yeah, just in defense of this B-bomb site. Very nice. However, head trick onto Xantares.
Overzealous.
Ouch. And Major loses his head to a one-tap out at Alex. That org of woxic has done a lot there. 6-0 is woxic.
Yeah, you bop one, another one appears.
Damn, dude. I mean, that's the pistol as well. He just shows up from heaven late and solves all of their woes.
Well, really, it is these two. Wakadia and Xantares yet to frag, as Rez now noted. This is a difficult fight. Can't get it done. Calyx stands, delivers yet again. It is Calyx and woxic's show right now. Beautiful work from the two of them. Conversions fell in 3 rounds, and that has been probably, I don't want to say the easiest, but the best, because the bomb didn't go down. That is actually going to get them out of a bit of hot water. NiP with a tactical timeout. DJL to get on the mic. It will just be likely a partial upgrade. And I think Wakadia and Xantares, they're thinking, hey, what do we have to do to get some kills? Well, maybe stop peeking, boys, because the other two are mopping up the mess right now.
Yeah, it's working out wonderfully. I mean, yeah, Eternal Fire coming into this one. That's most definitely hot favourites, and it's a hot start, considering how threatening NiP may have been in these rounds, just every single time towards this B site successful.
This one should, and I say should because anything's possible, be the closest affair we've had on the mainstream so far. FaZe, a blowout against 9 Pandas. The first half was somewhat competitive, but the second was a walk in the park. And then G2 on Anubis, if you missed that, they made light work into the breach, who probably wish they had stayed at the hotel today for their opening game. But there's more best of ones coming up. Everybody will play 2 best of ones as they're establishing matches to determine will they be in the 1-1 pool, will they be in the 0-2, or the 2-0. Win 3 and you're through to the major. Still somewhat threatening with some pocket rockets and pistols. Tech-9s are plenty, Alex.
Yeah,
and B again.
Faked out the extinguished playground implies woxic and Xantares need to be ready, but it is 5 of them. All about to commit into Wakadia and Calyx again. Oh, ow. That will leave a mark onto head trick.
You'd love to get the young Orpa his favorite weapon, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So maybe into the next round, as we can see, just operating with a Glock and util. And playing statues right now, or NiP, waiting for the music to start, and that'll be the sweet, sweet tones of Alex with the go signal. Big rotation back from A, so they've now playing site-centric. They were heavy towards long now. They're still worried about that fight, but they're at a quicker rotation point, and that fight has to be coming soon. 50 seconds, here it goes.
Major set up for success. However, S-Attack getting Wakadia is a good start.
Bomb will go down.
That's a dream. That's a big one from head trick. This would be a really nasty round to lose for Eternal Fire. And with Calyx low as well, it really comes down to woxic and Xantares. What have you got for us? Xantares onto the first. Quickly cut down by Rez. It seems NiP have finally found the gap they needed. Rez runs down Calyx, and it seems they've done enough. What have you got, woxic? Time? Yeah, not enough. And NiP will find, just through sheer will, determination, and a bit of stubbornness, getting into this B-bomb site.
And this is the round where they were the least equipped. They might take everything away as woxic, as he noisily tries to scamper over towards long. That sound cue will be heard. So Headtrick aware of where he's gotten off to and might even be able to hunt him down because Rez has cut him off with the pass. Headtrick, there he is on your screen. Can't connect the dots. And woxic will get to retain the org, which is very important because the damage that was done round after round by NiP led by Alex, the Spaniard in the middle of your screen right here, has been able to break through and in important fashion. And just when we were talking about this being what should be the most competitive matchup, a very competitive round, and it is that opener. Wakadia going to feel hard done by. He's meant to have 2 bodyguards standing over towards Graffiti and CT to cover him off. Rez, I like this as well. Aware Calyx's position, doesn't want to let him play and pushes forward for that frag. It will force Eternal Fire into a purchase of their own. woxic with the only gun to give any excitement. And not using it actively, just overseeing Major's slight aggression. NiP, you must convert this one. Really hope you get your footing in this first half of play.
Tag trying to just keep hold of this short side, show his presence, and he welcomes the engagement. Doesn't want to look like he's too passive, like he's alone.
Well, they've slipped past Santaras in the upper bathroom, so there is a huge gap right now in towards the A site. Config's going to get contact long.
Is there not going to be a potential kind of internal timer? Well, they have to worry about that. Now here's woxic's patience rewarded, finds it, and actually here's two guns.
Get the jump on them.
So yeah, this is an insane amount of space.
The AWP should have been hurt too.
Head trick. Oh, nails the quick scope. Had to hit that one. So Xantares has been cut down. They've already got that bomb in.
Oh, look at the space from
Rez.
Rez.
Oh, they've planted like this. Yeah, this is great. Planted bankside.
Should be their round every day of the week.
You'd think so. This tag should have woxic here as he turns around. You see how quick he is. woxic does get his crosshair to S attack.
Die, Alex, and they have a smoke and a kit for this.
Yeah, 9-0 is woxic with his save rifle.
They might pull this off.
They are on the way in. With the loss of head trick, it gets uncomfortable, but time is of the essence. Need another, and it's a multi-kill spray down. woxic to fall, his first death. NiP string together two.
I think just having all of that room, Rez pushing forward again. So 2 rounds in a row with Rez taking some heads-up space. Massive work from him, as they will be able to force Eternal Fire now down to an eco. So NiP have broken through. And regardless of those woes that was discussed at length by the desk, it doesn't matter. You know, you're going to get the victory right here, right now. You could have a good run of the RMRs. You could lock yourself in for the major. All of that is just noise as far as this roster is concerned.
Finding rounds without a config contribution as well. Good signs. All the roster, S-Attack, Rez, discussed by the desk.
Yeah, and even with that lurk of S-Attack not paying off, that's kind of crazy. They could still stick the landing on that one. Heavy forces in towards connect, the other two towards long, so we're going to get contact.
Has to be a good flash. Doesn't matter, Rez is quick to the draw. I think he spots out Xantares' position. A messy spray there from config. He'll feel a bit hard done by there because the rifle's now fallen into enemy hands. Xantares is being stubborn, finally plucked out of the rock position.
It felt like he saw his head there on that first swing, didn't it, Alex? But I suppose not. X-ray can be misleading. Harassment from Major. 2 players quite low as Calyx is already on the chase.
Oh, Calyx.
He still has the timing. Remember,
Yeah,
Alex is low.
This could go wrong if he chooses his target wisely. They now are aware, but it's enough of a distraction. Magic combines, and ooh, Rez has got 3
Wicardia.
HP. Somehow he's still alive, and look at Wicardia, yeah. Hold on. Hold on. If they overlook this position, Rez is low HP. Rez is open to him. Truck, however, could peek him out. Oh, Rez has got 2 with 3 HP. The fact that he's still alive is a bit of a mind boggler. He's puts a smile on his face.
Yeah, understandably.
Quad kill.
That one got close, didn't it? There's moments of opportunity, moments before disaster, and the fact that, again, they take the side control and plant safe side on Dice gives them another, as we will be turning into a gun round, and a very important one for Eternal Fire. No tactical timeout taken to discuss their options. The only player with head armor moving into this round is going to be that of Wicardia, who Alex is yet to frag. Xantares with only 1 kill as well. It's really been the woxic show and Calyx, the 2 of them finding impact as head trick, searching swiftly for a fight with the AWP.
Yeah, admirable attempt, but Molotov back. I should say incendiary for the pedants. As, hang on, Wicardia is trying some aggression of his own. Pushing through the smoke, S-Attack caught off. Still adjusts.
Trying quite hard to get into the game, Alex, but 0-7. This young gun, a name that we've been talking a lot of, needs to get the engine whirring. He's a big factor for Major and Co to be able to convert those matches over there in Katowice. He cannot be starting.
0 kills, 288 damage. I mean, just, yeah. One of those games.
Yeah, we all have him. As a boost to be erected right now. Xantares is getting the top spot. Jumps up, sector clear, and the deep dive. as it forces out a rotation. But Smoke and Mirrors is, guess what? They're not heading A. They are coming back towards this B bomb site where that opening incision was gifted over. Wakaadia's aggression. Calyx floating with the idea of a smoke block, but if they just contact in, this site's theirs.
Throws out the channel smoke, and a great find again. Major does seem to be well trained for the heaven angle. Calyx, got to try and find him here. Now planting should be an easy one for Calyx if he spams. Doesn't seem to be able to disrupt. Good. And yeah, now down goes Alex. 3 alive for the Ninjas. Eternal Fire, they have the man up. Trying to change that was S attack. Orb is in the feed. It's woxic again. His 10th. His Eternal Fire should have this bomb site retaken. Headtrick. Config, the only ones that can voice concerns. Disrupting is Headtrick. A second from the AWP. Slipping through their fingers. No one on the bomb. Someone has to do it. woxic to provide the covering fire, and Bates shot hit. woxic's got it, and the round is Eternal Fire's just about. Look how close this defuse comes down.
Yeah, another nail-biter right there. But you have to just look at woxic and Calyx. Again, it's the two of them, right? I think when I'm looking at the impact, it's coming out of, well, and I suppose Major as well, the in-game leader, the vet, able to contribute as well with that opening pick to draw things 4-4. But it felt like they should have been able to deal with that NiP, right? They had the number advantage. They know that there was a player heaven. A player must have been in towards the site who threw out that smoke. Thought they had more than enough information to be able to put that one together, but wasn't the case. Headtrick given it his best, and he can really be a difference maker for this team, Headtrick. You can tell that with a lot of players, as Mathieu was talking with Config. It is a conversation point at this point, which I think is moot. We need to see it. We got to stop talking about it. And that right there is still a position that NiP would like to be in, right? They have the money for a buy. The bomb went down again. A round that they could have won. Config and Wakaadia, two absolute individuals who like to get into a bit of a tiff, a bit of a biff. Both 0 and 7 right now. NiP, if they can get 1 or 2 more rounds, and that seems pretty damn good on the T side of Overpass. So the fact they're 3 up at the moment is not too shabby. Aggressive A main control. Rez will extinguish, applying that pressure. Keeps woxic and Centaurus on high alert. Wakaadia down to just an MP9. All back out for Headtrick. And of course, the prevailing woxic in the previous. But this one looks like it might simmer for a while, so we can let the round slowly manifest in front of our eyes. Standard protocol utility to be limped through, as NiP need to be cautious as they work on the map control. Oh, this would be an A play.
Centaurus active on the angle. They will clear him. Oh, he's timed it well. Alex spots him out. Puts him on half health. Will force a reposition. Major's reaction is to prepare a flash for the peak of woxic. Clearing through. Perfect. That's team play right there. Eternal Fire find the opening kill. Will there be a response? Wow. Centaurus brave to cross back.
Leap of faith past the scope of Headtrick, and woxic taking more fights.
This is a strong angle, yeah. woxic, he needs a teammate to hold his toilets, but with Centaurus slipping into that now, this is a powerful angle for the Shadow. Centaurus ready for more. Alex, wow, good adjustment from the Spaniard.
Doesn't move.
4 on 4, dropped off the dice. Missed shot, S attack does not make that mistake. Instead, an advantage quickly disrupted. Major again. Important contributions throughout this game so far.
Flanks on the way.
One back. Calyx and Major doing everything they can. It's up to Config, and he's only got 15 seconds. He needs to find Major, but he's covered nicely. Long range MP9, good taps. Time 9. And Config is going for a full audacious plant. Major's given him the space, the room, the smoke will fade, but maybe Config's got a clutch in him. Major's holding, and he's got him beautifully held by Major there. Team play, Wakaadia doing a whole lot of the work. Config feels a bit hard done by.
Damn, Wakaadia, yeah, sure on the flank. He did a lot of damage, still can't get himself a kill. Config,
oh God,
it would have been one way to make his presence known in the server, right?
Oh.
Yeah, range of the MP9.
What's his damage at now?
Not the weapon for the job.
What's his damage at now? It's, yeah, 405. So in contrast,
he's got 6 assists.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, assists are easier to come by in CS2.
That's true. Is it like 20 damage now?
Feels like 25 or something like that, 27, something along those lines. So for him to have that next to his name, sure. But again, not the easiest of rounds. It feels like retake after retake. When you look at the type of rounds that have been picked up so far for Eternal Fire at the round timeline, the first two were with Diffuse. All right, that was the pistol round coming down to the wire. And then the last two have been through the Diffuse as well. So 4 out of the 5 rounds have been retake scenarios. That is extra cash for Alex to work with. Again, the amount of rounds that you need on the T side, they're pretty close to that marker. Maybe even happy with 3 at this current juncture of the game. But Wakadia, does he need to get activated for Eternal Fire to stay in their winning ways? That is going to be the biggest question. Do look to get back into play.
I'm very impressed by Major as well. Just constantly, you know, he's in the feed, he's featured there, whether it's a flash, or it's a frag, it's a double, and this time it was 3. A lovely clutch to close. He's putting in his shift for Eternal Fire in their opening
game.
I
like how active they're staying on the CT side when different pieces of the round are changing, whether it's, you know, information on what they gave away or what they've learned from their opponent. They keep moving. I'm curious to know if that is Magic calling all of that, if he's micromanaging every little detail. As a nade, doesn't do too much damage. They will blow this one away. So the clear and the push, space to be taken quite swiftly from this pack towards A. The 3-1-1 setup on the T side. Take this A room.
Same flow state for Xantares. Actually goes wide on this one. He strikes a double kill from Xantares. Huge. And that's actually doubled his kill total.
Yeah, that's a bit more active. That's a bit more like it. Not letting the game come to him, taking that fight ahead of the play. So, well done. And has it stalled out NiP? We still have 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining on the clock. The reroute, as they do have the defense split in a 2-2. It's going to be the likes of Major and woxic dealing with A right now. And Calyx with the yet to frag Wakadia on towards B. Smoke, double flash, and a molly.
They're already floating. Major's on his way. Don't worry. Walking up towards this 3-man stacked site. Will this be where Wakadia gets off of that goose egg?
They passed.
Yeah, slipping past Calyx's distant angle. They will smoke, so their defense is up. And in the smoke, oh, Wakadia, he is, and they run past him.
No way.
Double kill. Wakadia down. It's only Major now. woxic will rotate. I don't know how that's gone so horribly wrong. Throwing the bomb. Can't get a strong arm on him. There we go. Planting safe from the AWP. S attack. Knows where Major is. Information flows. Tags him up, and it's all up to woxic here. He misses his chance. Keeps S attack pinned, though. Worried about this fight. A good shot from S attack. He's had 2 high-impact frags here. Can woxic come up clutch, come up trump? Doesn't look good. Doesn't look easy. Trying to bait, trying to switch. There's no reason for Config to give him this duel. They know it's the AWP. And just having to reside himself to a save here, backing away. Config lives to fight another day. And can we please recap how that fell apart? There was 3 of them there, Chad.
Well, the thing is, I was curious as to why we saw that smoke come out from Wakadia. Did they spot something to trigger it, or was it just on a timing? Because the way it looked was someone saw some info. But then if they saw info, why were they surprised that 2 players ran through a smoke? Very confusing to see it take shape in that fashion. And that was after Xantares gets 2 opening kills to start the round over towards the A side of the map. Oh, so yeah. NiP do it again. Here's the opener. Bang, bang. See you later, Alligator. Alex with a great little trade. Over. The flash comes through. They're through the smoke. Calyx spamming away completely blind. Wakadia, again, just caught out looking silly.
Yeah, he had his nade in his hand. Oh, frustrating. Very frustrating. Eternal Fire. They're going to have to count on woxic to get them back onto the chances of a 6th.
Rush. I like the call. An uppercut here from Alex, the Spaniard with some pace.
Yeah, just sending Mac 10 straight up the guts. Wakadia, what have you got for us? A Mac 10's coming, running and gunning for you. Already occupying the water, taking this site by brute force. That's exactly the kind of call you want to see from Alex.
This is very hollow from Wakadia, right? This is one of the things you're at an RMR. This is to qualify for the major. This is where the pressure is at its absolute highest. An opening game, a best of 1. There's all this hype around you. People have been loving what you've been doing out there in the pug realms. People have been loving what you brought to the team in recent times. And at the moment, you're one of these B anchor elements alongside a Calyx who has been delivering. He's been doing his job. Same to be said for woxic. Magic's contributions are there as well. And oh no, woxic, they are coming your way, my friend. Can you hold on to the sniper rifle? Because you're going to need it to fight for the final few rounds. Now, his position given up. There's a hunt on multiple fronts. The Mac 10s, they are hungry.
Yeah, and they don't have anything to fear. Antares will hold on to his MP9 after the test of config. There is another though. Alex is running, spots him, chasing him down. Looks like he's gotten away with it, but most importantly, the AWP.
Now, you're in some big issues if you are Eternal Fire. They went for the force buy. They're going to have to go for a save right now, but that means they're likely going to concede a 6th round. And this is another one of those problems where the loss bonus, sure, if they take a full spotless... Wow, I don't know. If you're woxic, you could drop an M4 at the moment. If they take the save in the next round when he gets the loss bonus, he could buy another AWP. But otherwise, if they lose the site, again, woxic's going to have to try and save. Oh
no.
B-Rush again? Or no, that's just to apply some pressure. So the util over the wall doesn't quite connect the dots.
Cardi is, he's having one of those games, just nothing's going right. At least it was onto Calyx, it wasn't onto the AWP or the MP9.
Who knifed him? Was it Wicardia?
It was Wicardia. Yeah, just one of those games, man.
And this is where you would hope that somebody could pull you out of the pit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes it comes from them bigging you up when you do post a frag, but at this point, you know, it's...
But even just to talking to, like, hey, this is something that you have to keep in mind.
He's 18, dude. 18.
I know, but it's the thing in Counter-Strike. Sure, frags are the main contribution, but you're a part of a well-oiled machine, a team that plays Team Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
So as long as you're still doing your part, even if it's setting up other players, even if it's staying alive so you can be traded to buy time for that rotation, it all can play into the game.
They have this full site. I mean, Alex is deep, as is that smoke.
Well, woxic, you better start running right now, because if you are Alex, you would like you to at least start setting a net. All right, boys, let's restrict the amount of positions that woxic can get away to. If we can remove the AWP from him right now, maybe, just maybe, right? They're not to know the finances exactly. He might not be able to purchase another AWP into the next round of play. But currently, NiP are just happy to sit 6 rounds on the T side. I said 3 or 4 would be pretty good. 6 is great. 6 is fantastic from NiP. Time for that bloody analyst desk to step out of the echo chamber, I think, Alex.
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, the Eternal Fire boys did have a lovely start. It was a dreamy start.
They lost to the Tech-9s on B.
Yeah, and it just has spiraled ever since. Here we go. Rez will find a 1, 2, and 3 onto Major. Now, that was one of them. Zantara's losing his, but woxic maintains the most expensive.
Yeah, and Zantara's wants an upgrade into a rifle anyway. That MP9 not going to be looking too stylish on his wrist as we head into round number 12.
Damn, 6 is great. 7 is absurd.
Yeah, this is very good scenes. And again, I think the conversation, I was just joking, is very valid about NiP. They've been treading water or drowning slowly for the last couple of years. But again, you're in the RMRs right now. These are best of ones. None of that matters if they can play some decent CS. And so far, so good. Obviously, it helps when one of the star players on the other side of the server is yet to get a frag.
Yeah, well, you'll take what you can get. woxic looking to get active with Zantarez, and it's actually Rez with 1. A missed shot from the AWP, so they know where the setup lay. Config, how ready is he? Not ready for Major. Caught crouching round Con.
Rez having a good game, 14 kills, sure a couple of eco bashes in there.
Yes, attack could have a real opportunity, but there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. There's no way. Wicardia gets his first. There it is. Gets the trade.
Need
3
to
on 3.
make good on it though, because there's more bodies coming his way, Alex. They're just going to usher themselves in towards this B bomb site.
Walking in, 18 HP, so Rez will be trying to be the space taker. Picks up another smoke, that's useful. Wicardia active. Takes down Rez, getting away from the engagement, keeps them that advantage, holding strong. Ooh, nade does chip away, 26, but with 50 seconds left, they're not in a hurry. Entric hoping Wicardia gives him something, and he will. Takes him down through the boards. Major, though, and woxic, these 2 have been solid for Eternal Fire. This final round of their defense, can they hit the shots? Baited out, good awareness from Alex. Into the site now.
Major's making a play.
Moving in on it. Headtrick trying to provide some cover. The molly, oh, it actually obscured the view. They have no idea about this, but the smoke, back turn, good find. Major's making a play indeed. And just holding this, just holding it, the flash is there, and this is the round. Eternal Fire, they can count on Major and woxic. 13 frags each as they pull Eternal Fire into an even scoreline.
Yeah, that's going to be disappointing if you're head-trick. You don't even get a chance to try and play out the clutch. They just sit the defuse right in front of you, and woxic with the kills manifests around. So we tie things up. We go into what is not a halftime break. Action is about to start immediately. So if woxic was hoping for 2 to 3 minutes to try and pull himself together, that's not the case. We're going to get things straight back in action. And this one is tight, as tight as you can get. Now you can actually have inseparable at the half.
Yeah, it's been a while since we said that. Shout out to Rush one time.
But this is going to be quite deflating, I think, if you're Major. You had the pistol, you had the conversions, you were winning some good rounds. Sure, they were tight rounds, but then to lose to Tech9s, these little details amplified right now is Alex, the in-game leader on the other side, would be more than content. He's got a lot of rounds to work with. Now they can start to put together this defense. Rez the opener on Xantares' aggression. Tag even grabs one on a Calyx, but it's woxic with the double. Finally something for the young gun to boast about. And we are into play. There's going to be a defuse kit and a HE, the rest with Kevlar. Smoker 2 flashes for the attack. As I would expect them just to go for a fan-out spread. Oh. Config has been having a tough time, so tested early. All blown off. Nobody home.
Config sticking around. Calyx spotted out.
That's enough, he says.
He's backing himself, backing his aim here, Config. Will be about to be tested. Just as he looks away, they start to crawl. Oh, clean from Config. Takes down woxic as well. Big frag. Man advantage. And he's sticking around. The rotations have come through. Head trick. Spots out long. Oh, damn. Config puts one into the head of Calyx. And there could be more around the corner. Look at the flank coming. They're cooking. Rez and attack from behind. And oh, Major's gotten away with murder there. He's somehow still alive. Head trick onto Xantares, great. Head trick lives and holds on to long. This is really uncomfortable for woxic.
Pick a battle, boys.
Together.
Can't take both of them.
Yeah, it's just a battle on every front. You got tag and Rez on one side. Head trick has a crossfire for the cross back. Or bank. Good angle for it. Spotted out. Good shot from woxic. Can they make this 2v4 a reality? Take both pistols in a best of one. This would be dreamy. This could be good. It's only Rez and Alex. What have you got, woxic? The bomb ticking in your favor, but it's being defused, and he can't do anything about it. What's going on? It's going NiP's way. A sour end to a threatening 4K out of woxic.
Would have been a fantastic, and he even got the 5th there, just as we finished off the round, so Alex will be felled. But the fact that it was Alex, the one coming through late with the kit, if it was a 10-second defuse, I don't think you see it go down that way at all. They can't just sit the defuse so brazenly in his face. At least he had the confidence right there to be able to go for all those kills and a couple of tidy shots. So it's not too late for woxic to get activated in this game. And the plant, with everybody being obliterated on the CT side, NiP are the ones having to make all those investments. Galil's, Tech9s, Mac-10s, they didn't actually go all in. Like, look at woxic, he has residual cash, the same as Calyx. They only have one AK. But these were the type of rounds where Eternal Fire cut their teeth in Katowice.
Tag, he's been completely caught off. Oh, good flash. Not so great on the spray. The Mac-10 betrays.
But
Major.
4 players from NiP were heavy over towards A. It might just be a save immediately. I know that sounds crazy, but you're meant to retake this site. You have no room. You have no information. You don't know what you've lost other than Tag's life. His light's out. And that's what I was saying, Eternal Fire, they were so good at those type of rounds, the second buy rounds. They were pulling it off against everybody. Remember they had that series against FaZe, that best of 3. They could have even won that in 2.
That's right. And even when they don't necessarily get the bomb down, they'll give it a good go. This one, of course, works out wonderfully for them.
It helps when the other team stacks the other side, but either way, you'll take it.
Damn. That is another Eternal Fire special. Served up, hot and fresh. At least you're saving 3 M4s. I mean, it's certainly not the end of days, but a nice recovery and resuscitation for Eternal Fire. In the absence of both pistols, you'll take a second round.
Yes, indeed. And another kill for woxic. So the tally keeps coming. He's got more than Xantares. Right? I know the kills on the pistol.
He could catch up to Calyx as well.
Why not? So it's good to see that he wasn't down and out. Well, just one of those games where things weren't working for him. And Xantares been keeping the tilts in check today.
Oh yeah, we saw it didn't take. There was a couple of games where it was like 2 or 3 rounds in, he was shouting at his monitor.
Thought he was at home.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely not at home here at the RMR. First day of play, best of ones. And this most definitely is, as you delivering in the capacity you promised, Chad. You said it might be the most competitive one we see. Oh, late molly short.
Yeah, ahead of that.
Well ahead of that.
Saw it coming miles away. Well, the jump MB9.
Maybe it was all part of their plan. Zantara's pre-aiming.
Hey, jump, I dare ya.
Give it a go.
Only one jump from Config. Not happy to make that sound cue twice. Looking to be B or not to be again as the rotation from NiP.
Oh, flash. Perfect. Major. Nearly takes
Shred
the
City.
long range double dink onto head trick. Oh, and there's the beautiful finish.
Save.
Yep, get out of there. That's beautiful. And that single flash is S-Attack's bane right now. He's going to have to try something else.
Yeah, that's twice he's been exploited in similar fashion. Config, seeing if he can find the M4 in the heavens. Where did it go? Oh, he's not even going to hang around to take a look. And Bucharest, he's not going to give him a moment. Look at him on the hunt.
Whew. Saves himself there, Config. Punishes the hunt. There's the M4.
Yeah, just lost in the source of the smoke. So difficult to find, especially with the HE, the finishing blow onto head trick.
Yeah, Major, that's like round winning there on the MP9.
Well, lost bonus going into the next for NiP, only at that 1900 mark. Config has 2600, so they could drop a FAMAS, I suppose, if they really wanted to try and buy. Or they could just take an eco as a team, use the 2 saved rifles and that MP9, give it a crack. But at that point, we're up to 9 rounds for Eternal Fire. And again, the speed demon Magic gets the better of S-Attack this time round. And nice little bit of top spin from Bucharest there on that one.
Good comms, good reactions, and yeah, good pace. Just abusing this B-bomb site.
Where do they take their adventures this time round? Monster smoke deployed later to spawn from the CTs. So 2 towards long. That's Zantara's task. Will there be a flash for this fight?
Similar approach for short control, but very different approach from Eternal Fire.
Here comes Zantara. He's having a look now. It's just going to be dry.
Yeah, he does so dry. Spots out one towards the rock.
It's good. Like, would there be a player rock on his own? That's
Probably
the question
not.
he's asking. Now it's a race.
Config, you get ahead of that? Rez is swinging through. That's a clean headshot from Bucharest.
He's alive.
Down the threat. Yeah, he's definitely alive, and he's kicking into the site. Config finds him back, punishes the aggression. That's the bomb, and woxic still stands his ground. Could go down now to the spray. Alex has done well. Not comfortable. Not comfortable whatsoever. All 5 of the remaining players congregate towards this site. Magic gets that bomb across. Hard shot to hit. Alex unable to find Calyx clean. And now S-Attack, 4 bullets left in that one, not enough. Bomb down and round imminent.
Yeah, it was a moment where they could get a bit sketchy, as you were highlighting woxic on his own, right? The other 2 throwing utility, so it seemed a bit futile for woxic to be fighting on his own front, but they managed to make it through in time. There was moments before disaster, but that is going to be 9 secure. The guns are going to come out for NiP into the next. I have to ask the questions about the AWP availability for head trick. Did have a clutch attempt a little bit earlier on in the piece, and as you can see, as the money flashes up on screen, he has 1950 to his name right now. And with the loss bonus of 2400, I don't think so. As S-Attack might lose the whole hog back to his favorite or least favorite position, depending on how you want to frame it, as he will take down Calyx. So, a kill before the death knock. Yeah, if they wanted to get him an AWP, Config could drop one. I was like, what has he got here? 5350. So yeah, it actually could be possible. There's going to be a tactical timeout to be taken.
Is that their final timeout?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. TJL.
Actually, it's not going to be possible. They're just a little bit of money short, aren't they? Because Config won't be able to get Kevlar. Have I done the maths right? 4750? 5350 take 4750?
Yeah, you
need 650?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just making sure. Well, NiP, you've had more than enough rounds that you need in the first half. You had the pistol round on the CT side. You lost to the force buy, and now you're in the dirt. Can you pull yourself out again?
I mean, you really have got the silver platter first half. Like, it's there now. It's like when you come into the CT half of Overpass with 6 and the pistol, you're sitting there going, lads, come on, here we go.
You won 6 T-side rounds without the pistol, and then you won the CT pistol.
Oh, God.
I think most people would be dreaming of a start like that.
But, I mean, this is what happens when Wicardia wakes up. Very even kill spread now. All the individuals are firing. Some solid connections onto Wicardia through the smoke. Prez just chips a little bit of a peppering.
Highly seasoned, but nothing lethal as we'll go through the traditional proceedings right now. I think if you just take a look at the mini-map in your top left, that tells you how far away we are from action. There's long regress available, but standard map control, bathroom smoke, divider molly, taking this in quadrants.
Yeah, one of the largest maps in the pool. Going through their flow state here, just clearing your corners. Con is theirs, smoke still up, so Rez has no answers as to what's awaiting him.
It's very quiet though, isn't it?
Yeah, Alex and Esatag are going to have a lot to deal with.
I'd be overwhelmed. I don't know if I love these positions.
Go. Oh, look at them both. Turn the flash, drop off. Wicardia blind as well. No one dead. Defensive smoke. Defensive incendiary. Major making a problem. And it's Zentaras that builds upon it. Only one of them here. Config's a dead man. Esatag's doing a lot here. Head trick, maybe him. And Esatag can make a round out of this. But with woxic getting that bomb down, time is of the utmost importance. Nice adjustment. Good work. Good round from Esatag. And it does set up a chance for head trick. Major's got him nice in that deep angle though, so 10, and yeah, it's surely alarm bells now. It's gone from a peppering to some salt for NiP.
That's the spanking at this moment. Money on the other side of the server as this Magic catches the push, right? We were on screen with Rez as they were taking back the bathroom's control. The execute thought he had the jump on him. Esatag did a good job with the survival and the multiple frags that were coming his way. But trading work was there. Headtrick, it seems desperate, just leaping to his demise, and Zentaras lets out a roar. The Turks 3 rounds away from picking up the first map, and well, it is only a best of 1. So you'll take that every day of the week. It's the opening stages here at the PGL Copenhagen RMRs in Bucharest, and it's the major, the first CS2 major, just around the corner now. This year has really kicked off with a bang, and a team who has made a statement of intent early has been Eternal Fire.
Yeah, and down goes Config. But this will be a step closer to Stickers.
That's the thing, right? And I think when you are going up against an embattled NiP, a matchup which on paper, if people are only looking at the names, go, oh yeah, NiP should have this. If you haven't been keeping up with Counter-Strike in recent history, these guys, they're not it, I think could be the way to define it. And Eternal Fire have shown good individuals, Wicardia and Zentaras. I think that, you know, that's not to take anything away from the rest of the team, but that's the engine of the squad. And good team CS. We've been liking the approach that we've been seeing. They look well-oiled, well-drilled. They have lots of ideas.
Yeah, and they've got strong individuals as well. You know, this is one of the most threatening 5 Counter-Strike and Turkish Counter-Strikers ever presented.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? And it's come through the second coming. It's taken a while for one of the new gen to be able to break through. We've had the time with, you know, Immor's in, Immor's out, Immor's AWPing, Immor's not, right? There's Paz. Right? We could definitely go through a laundry list of Turkish players who've had the opportunity, but this is the recipe they have found the most success with. And I think it's a good time to do so with Counter-Strike in flux. We will be heading into 2025 where those partner leagues get binned, which is great news. I think there's been certain teams who have been able to retain their spot in the top, NiP being one of them, by virtue of who you know, not what you know.
Yeah, oh, poetic and succinct, sir.
Just like business life, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, for sure. And this major circuit, you know, there are always names that you don't see outside of it. For example, your Guild Eagles, we'll be seeing those guys back.
Yeah, the new flip side.
The new flip side.
The new flip side.
No, for real.
Yeah, the Bad News Eagles, you know, are now part of an organization, so at least they've got that going for them, but they always tend to show up when the major, when the big ones roll around.
Yeah, and I mean, it typically nets them genuinely life-changing money.
Oh, you see what it means to them every time. They're an emotional team. I love to see them getting to take the victory because they let it out. They're a team of passion, wearing the heart on their sleeve. As NiP, this is going to be your final crack with the guns. Head trick, AWP count. Well, he's got one now.
Oh, damn. Counter wall bangs and some damage. Woxic thrust to 69. Alex the one to do so.
A lot of that on Valentine's Day.
If you're lucky. Going to head over to the wide open long area. One boost as well, just to ensure safety.
Sector clear.
The quadrant, as he put it. One quadrant taken. Hetrick and Rez, they're actually quite split up here. Hetrick's got a lot of responsibility. He's paranoid about the potential long gap. Like, this is uncomfortable already for the young Orpa. Great find, though, and now he can fall away.
He's quick on it. He just hasn't had many chances with it. They haven't had the finances.
It's true. And we know, like, we talk about CT side overpass as a bit of an Orpa playground.
Surely Rez closes the door on this round. This has to be NiP's 8th with this type of space.
Oh, he's so far forward already. There's still 40 seconds, and he's already behind him.
There's no way back down now.
Not at all. That connector push.
Oh, he might get caught.
Calyx is considering it. Oh, the timing. Beautiful from Rez. He gets Calyx and Woxic straight down to the Shadow Realm. It's Hetrick and Rez solo holding, well, duo holding the A side of the map. Down goes Hetrick though, and with Alex holding on, it is going to be an NiP 8th.
Yeah, very important to scavenge back that AWP. Need to get it in the youngster's hands again. He can continue to find that impact if a comeback story is on the cards. It ain't over till it's over. These are the type of games where you definitely won't be giving up at any moment. This was the opener. It looks damn quick even on the replay. The timing, miserable. But Rez with a heads-up push, and he's been the one surging forward in a couple of moments here to take away some space. So the two combined do secure the 8th. It's only 2 rounds on their CT side thus far. Second tactical timeout to be called by Eternal Fire. They do have enough money for a buy now, and, well, maybe even a debate of one into the next. Let's see how the saved guns or bomb plants go.
Yeah, and Eternal Fire taking a timeout, probably having just a conversation as to the opportunity in front of them.
I think as well, maybe now that you've seen that gap be word through, do we want to just go for something a little bit more default heavy to make sure we clear it out? Because connector wasn't clear. They didn't expect that to be the case, and it bit them in the arse. So now they can make good on that immediately. There's no need for them to go for an all-in play without clearing all their corridors and corners. We've seen how good they were on the map control in previous rounds, so just go back to the basics, boys.
Oh, he's pushing Rez. Rez is ahead of this.
I see a barrel.
I think he has an idea. Very good idea. Woxic. Oh, dear, Rez. Shy of the mark onto Woxic. He was flashed.
Yeah. The alley-oop was there. There was the alley, just no oop.
Oh, that's such a horrible death to concede, especially considering you're the one making the play.
Yeah, and you were the hero of the last round with that type of aggression.
Yeah, it seemed like it was just set up for success, set up for a bit of an equalizer here.
Well, they have taken space elsewhere, NiP, out towards sewer. So the B-bomb site being active. Config's rotated over. They can still do this. Hetrick's AWP trained.
Yeah, he's backing himself on a real slither gap.
2 past.
2 slinking into his scope. Gets the first, but unable to bolt in time. It's Calyx taking down Hetrick. Config flashed in. Has to stand his ground here. Hard to find the multi. Major. Ooh, punished by the headshot. Good shooting. Needs to reload. Zentaris might have him with the nade. Softened him up. Alex overlooked. Seems like NiP, despite the shortcomings of Rez, unless Woxic's got it in him. 3 on his screen. This would have to be insanity from Woxic. He does find the first. Over the transfer. They double peak. NiP get their 9th, and Rez probably a sigh of relief.
Well, damn. Yeah, the fact he gives up that opening pick on a flash to Woxic. So that right there is a big round to win if you are the Ninjas.
Massive.
But you haven't siphoned the bank account out just yet. There'll still be a couple of threats available to Eternal Fire. This was the fight that really kept us on the edge of our seats. You can see Woxic. Oh, doesn't seem as flashed as he looked, does it? Either way, this is great from Config. The poise as well. Stop the spam, take a moment, have a breath, and the nades just shy of doing lethal damage onto multiple bodies at that truck position.
And he was getting Molotov'd out, you know, like that's... He's been forced into those fights. The fact that he stays, I think, composed, yeah, good word for it. Very impressive. Final timeout.
Yeah, and the reason for that is the extra cash on a couple of members for Eternal Fire right now. Before the buy, I think Calyx has about 7k to his name. So they don't have to go the whole hog if they don't want, but they could drop enough across to get, I think, 4 AKs out on the board. So it might be enough to lull them into a buy, and it will be. So I can see the buy coming together right now. It will be 4 AK-47s, 1 Galil. Util will only be light on one player. So it should be enough to constitute a full gun round, quote unquote. But we are damn close now. NiP haven't given up just yet. 2 rounds the difference. They win this. Eternal Fire again without a plant. They are strapped for cash. The Ninjas working into things now.
Hedrick with an aggressive orb maneuver towards the B side of the map. He's given it up though, Calyx across. Got a peek over his Molotov. I'm interested, so this is really hinging on, what, just Rez solo?
Yeah, but I think this is the A bomb site, or at least the calls from Alex saying you've done enough towards A. You've been able to ward them away now. Let's reposition this AWP. Let's see if they try and walk into a pick towards B. But now full map control. So up through connector, fountain as well. Long is the only question mark over towards A, as well as the bathrooms, but that is on the next port of call. And they found a bit of a gap, haven't they?
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's very promising.
Searching B while this is going down, RNIP.
So blind. Rez should be a dead man. How is he not gone down immediately? It's woxic onto him. Lots of pressure. Config in so much trouble. They're coming for him. Running, swinging, Wicardia down. Oh no! It's nearly a triple. They're so low, but still, Config's not done enough. It has to be Alex. Tank working on a flank, still covered off by Major. Calyx retreating long, going around the world as that bomb is ticking. Alex, low HP from a nade. He's the one with the smoke. They have got a kit. Tag ready for Major, but loses his life, and the 12th round looms. Alex and Hedrick not even giving this one a look in.
Yeah, have to go for the save. The loss bonus, a cruel mistress. And that one, by a hair. Like a whisker in between it for a few of those kills. You can just see how low multiple members on the Eternal Fire side are. Zentares and Major, the walking wounded. Backing off, getting out of dodge and retaining these 2 guns. It will be Alex and Hedrick. And they're all out of position. Couldn't get the information on the other side of the map quick enough to allow them to be ready and raring to go. And that seemed to come quite quickly. Rez overrun.
This is just a story of Overpass T-sides from what was seen to be one hell of a high bar to set at 6 from the Ninjas. Now, Eternal Fire could be closing this one out with a 7-3 T-side of their own.
Both teams with lots of success getting into the sites as well.
Yeah.
Which is quite different from what we saw from some of our previous matchups. Is this it? NiP, are you done? Are you held at 9? Will Eternal Fire be picking up their first map at the RMRs? What we expected. Eternal Fire did come into this one as the favorites.
Hedrick has his AWP trained. In silence. There's a lot at stake. Wanting to start your campaign for those major qualification, a solid utility. He's actually blowing the smoke. He wants info, and they will peek into it. Wicardia and Zentares, solid flashbang, and it's beautifully controlled from Rez on the last bullet of the spray. And now he can get away. Major hears this. Bomb disconnected from the pack. It's Magic Calyx towards short water. Step has been made, maybe not audible.
woxic picked up the bomb. It looks like it'll be a B finish. 45 seconds as they look to regroup. The util that's available, smoke, molly, couple of flashes. Get a heaven smoke in, maybe a barrels, molly, couple of flashes and go.
Incendiary available. As Attack throws in Monster. So there is a window. If they can break through, who moves first? It's Major going in. Flash is there, covered by Config. It seems we will see another round of play.
Yeah, woxic might just be on the save here. Backing off. I'm going to give everything away for free. And that's another Rez impactful round. Oh, spam through. Damage done. Get the hell out of here, woxic. You've been just sent a parting message. 18 kills for Rez so far. The rest of his team have activated around him. Config even up to double digits now after a bit of a slow start. Him and Wicardia were both agents at one point. But back and forth we go. The finances again, the biggest conversation point.
Yes, I'll pick.
Okay, Hedrick. Looks like he will go aggressive. It makes sense. Getting to have a look at where he is. He has a good spawn. You can see he's over towards the front of the truck. This was the flash from Config in the feed. It was beautiful work. Team Counter-Strike coming into play as they were harassing Headtrick's position over towards the upper bathrooms, and Eternal Fire have bought. They've gone all in. Next round, Alex, only 1,900 loss for them.
It has to be here.
They need a plan. They need to save some guns. They need to do something if they lose this. Yikes, overtime. It's possible.
Full focus on the task at hand.
Just going in for a B finish, aren't they?
Yeah, just a direct approach.
4 players here for NiP.
They seem very ready. Incendiary down. Lick of the flame. Spread catches Major. Oh, wide swing. Team kill. Nice attack. At least down. He's got a lot of info, but no frag. But a 4-on-4. Body's still occupying this B-bomb site. Walking through the smoke. Alex is dead. It's Zentara's up short. Rez has to be the hero once more. Here's Calyx on the site. Barrels needs to be spotted out as well. Bacardi seems to have an idea. Unloading, still gets the frag on the M4. 7 bullets. Calyx goes wide. Rez can't finish. Headtrick's found 1 on the AWP. It's an uncomfortable retake. 2-on-2. This is all hinging on the potential for the retake. Smoke and a kit. Smoke and a kit. Zentaris is low. And the smoke's on shore.
They can boost over.
That's the play. Low HP. Zentaris has to be the base of this. It has to be woxic, surely. They used the low HP of Zentaris, actually. Oh, config. Oh! Missed the shot, Zentaris! One of them needs to defuse. One of them needs to defuse. Config's on it. Looking to force it. Oh. Double spray. Oh no! He has to reload. We go again! We need another round. It's Config and Headtrick coming up trump eventually. My god, that was intense.
Wow, Zentaris, that's the type of round where his rage is going to come out to play. You feel he should have had that kill dead to rights right there. The game should have been done and dusted. But they got the bomb down and they keep it very, very costly. woxic through the smoke. I guess he thinks he's taken down the planter. The diffuser doesn't go to the Glock. And the defuse right in front of his face. But the fact that he was able to scavenge the AWP off the dirt, Alex, that's something that he wouldn't have had otherwise.
Sure.
Can it be the difference maker, or are we going to overtime?
Let's find out. Rez is fancying his chances in con. woxic, aggressive, trying to peek up in the jump spot. He doesn't expect someone to be taking this aggressive line. Covered in part by Zentaris. Config even holding this angle for the progression. So yeah, this con play seems like a bit of a stalemate.
Yeah, and the right decision to have been made. So Smoke now acting as a door. Rez will know that there's nobody behind this, and he's caused big issues. Just go back a handful of rounds ago where he pushed through connector, came up behind them. They haven't cleared out con. If they think that they have information, if they think they have the space to move, Eternal Fire, that is bad form. And Rez is activating again. We've seen how this one's played out.
How long does it take them to get the pieces in an organized fashion for the finish? Got 50 seconds. Config's actually rotated off, so it shows that the NiP are flying blind here. Eternal Fire could get away with it.
It's worked against them. The push, the info, it's bad info.
Oh, and Rez is flanking Fountain. It's only these two here. This has to be one hell of a crossfire. Alex in S-attack, just save NiP.
Back turn!
Back turn doesn't matter, so is Zentaris. Damage onto Bacardi, he's dinked, but he's so blind. S-attack down. And now, just 3 frags away from Eternal Fire. Starting with the win. woxic trained, takes down Headtrick, NiP, a 6-round T-half, not enough. Their defense crumbles, and with a furrowed brow, Config and Rez try and retake the site. I'm coming up short. But woxic trained on this. As soon as he steps a toe out of line, he's a dead man walking. 1 back from Config. Needs to be quick now. woxic's done it. And Eternal Fire securing Overpass, securing the best of 1. A win to start off their major campaign, and relief apparent for Eternal Fire.
Well, had to work hard for that one, didn't they? Yeah, that was down to the wire, closest of games. The saved AWP.